Hello everyone, my name is Tojo and welcome back to another episode of Dragon Age Origins. When we last left off, Lord Haramont over here is sending us into the deep roads to look for a paragon, which is someone who is held in extremely high regards among the dwarves, and their votes could swing favor of the council to help promote his rise to the throne. So I believe the deep roads were through here, right? Yeah, back down this way.
Stranger, have you seen a Grey Warden hereabouts? I've been privy to the rumor that he, or was that she? You understand this was many mugs ago, was searching for Branka on Lord Haramont's own command. Well, if you're the best they got, then standards must have fallen way down. But I suppose that would account for an elf being down here. Say, could I ask you a favor?
So you butter someone up and ask for help?
Name's Ogren. And if you've ever heard of me before, it's probably all been about how I piss ale and kill little boys who look at me wrong. And that's mostly true. But the part they never say is how I'm the only one still trying to save our only paragon. And if you're looking for Branka, I'm the only one who knows what she was looking for, which might be pretty sodding helpful in finding her. I know what Branka wanted and how she was looking. You, I assume, know whatever Haramont's men have dug up on where exactly she disappeared. If we pool our knowledge, we stand a chance of finding Branka. Otherwise, good sodding luck. You should know that Branka was looking for the Anvil of the Void, the secret to building golems, which was lost centuries ago. The smith Caradon built it, and with it, Orzammar had 100 years of peace, while it was protected by the golems forged on the Anvil. As far as anyone knows, the Anvil was built in the old Orton Tig. Branka planned to start looking there, if she could ever find it. All she knew was that it was past Caradon's cross. No one's seen that Tig for 500 years. Great. Once we're there, I should be able to pick up Branka's trail, no trouble. Lead on.
Okay, so team composition. I definitely want to bring Shale down there, because especially if we're going to run to the Anvil of the Void, I'm pretty sure we're going to get some interesting stuff out of her in regards to that, considering that she's the only golem that we've seen ever. I wonder why that is, and her thoughts about the dwarves in general, because she doesn't seem to like servitude. Let's see, what else? Alistair's our main tank. If anything's big and heavy down there, he'd be the one to take it. So I can probably turn Shale into a damager. Which means the only one that we can really afford to give up is Morrigan, unfortunately.
Blast and damnation.
So I guess this is what we're working with. Which this might be the, I don't know the person's name, but there's another person we've been collecting gifts for, and I think it might be him.
What's this? An elf? I'm sorry, but I cannot allow you past the front lines without Adesha's permission.
Open your eyes, man! This Grey Warden is on a quest to find your paragon! Do I have to take your stinking head off?
That won't be necessary. Ogren could have been Adesha for House Branka. I suppose he's the next best thing in both skill and arrogance. You may pass. I'd offer more assistance, but my command post is here. All of Orzammar relies on us to hold this line. Best of luck with your quest, Warden. Orzammar needs a paragon now more than ever.
Alright, so we just head through. We're going to Caradon's Cross. Okay, so the only thing we know about the Deep Road so far is that they used to be the high...
Caradon's Cross.
Hello.
I can't believe Haramont actually tracked this place down. This used to be one of the biggest crossroads in the old Empire. You could get anywhere from here, including Orton Tig. Aye. Branka dug up some maps of the ancient empire. It's a little tough to tell with so much of it collapsed now, but near as I can figure, we're on the right path to Orton Tig. Not a one, but trust me, we will once we're on the path to the old Orton Tig. She was going to Carradin's home. Only Branka's hero, the most famed paragon ever to rise from Smith Cast. He built the anvil, and he's the only one who ever knew its secret. He was an Orton before he founded his own house, and even then, he spent most of his time in their Tig. Branka figured it was the best guess for where the anvil was located. No one but Carradin ever really knew more than it had some kind of stone-blessed power. Every golem who ever ranged across the Empire was hammered on the steel of that anvil, but no one ever knew exactly how they were made. But Branka was sure she could find out. I've been waiting for someone to say that for 2 sodding years.
Okay. So the deep roads, as far as we know, they are the old underground highways that connected the entirety of the Dwarven Empire. After the Darkspawn rulers through them, they kind of took over and they fell to ruin. They had to seal off sections to protect the actual cities and kingdoms and stuff, so they've been in splinters ever since. But apparently the Void Anvil is something that we're going to find down here. The Void Anvil is what created golems, but unfortunately Shale doesn't, apparently their memory doesn't go that far back, so can't exactly ask him. Oh god.
Well, look what we have here. A couple of Harriman's little lackeys. Let's show him who's king.
We have to. Oh, ow.
Rush its head.
Let's shift her over to... If we run into more trouble, I'll switch her back to tank mode, but
Shall be done.
she should be fine with Alistair here.
There was a man in the village who reminded me of the drunken dwarf.
They had some dwarfs just like me, huh?
No, none of the dwarves were similar. They were quiet and respected, more or less. No, the one I remember was a human. He vomited in the street constantly. Then he wandered into a snowstorm and froze to death.
Huh? And how was that like me?
Did I say similar? I meant I hoped he was similar.
I think I had a wife like you once.
Okay, I'm not going to regret this at all. This breaks off to a path. There's also another path back here. Though if I had to choose between the two, this one has dark spawn corpses spilled out of it. So let's go with the one that seems cleaner. Oh, you're gonna ambush us. Let's get this ready then. Small bloody sack.
Very well.
What? The head of some kind of demonic creature in this sack. A torn ritual page from the indeterminate origin. The body rendered to its separate parts, spread wide so there's no life is witnessed. No heartbeat detected. In this way, the beast can remain for an age as knowledge passes and pursuers lose out their lives. Wait. The body is rendered in separate parts, spread wide such that no life is witnessed, no heartbeat detected. In this way, the beast can remain for an age as knowledge passes and pursuers live out their lives. Scribbled in the corner, it was wrong, not Elven. Hunters didn't kill it. It allowed this? Keep the pieces apart, I guess, away from the heart. Oh no. Why did I pick that up? Can I put it back? I can't put it back. Can I throw it away? If I get too close to a heart, is this head gonna start talking to me? Runestone over here.
I shall do it.
Far from abandoned, the deep roads are patrolled by those who fight for Orzammar and the Stone. These defenders have seen great and tragic events unfold, but they are committed to the moment, not the memory. It is the Shaper's burden to walk this path with a mind of observation. He will fight if pressed. Every dwarf owes that to the Stone. But his purpose is to record, not create. Although dark indeed, the old paths are alive with deeds. Only the dedication of the Shaper can ensure they are not lost to memories. Okay. So is this the same Shaper, like, with that Archivist that we talked to? Is it that guy? Or is it like a Shaper, a faction, or a group of people? I don't know. But it sounds like they're just meant to, like, comb the halls and preserve what information they can. Which sounds in line to what they would have been doing. Alistair, you take the lead on this one. Why do you have 3 injuries already? Or I guess I never did go back to camp, did I? Probably should have done that. Nope, I'm dead. I didn't realize Shale went down during that. Are you trying to shoot me through the wall? Ow! Did you shoot me through the wall? What the fuck? Shale, what the fuck? And that looks like... Hold on. That other path may have led somewhere down over here, because they're facing that way. So it seems like no matter what, would have had to come through this little crossroads area, so I'm not going to go that way. Because they seem to be defending it from the other side. So let's go this way, which looks much more clear. Glass phylactery. In the jumble of containers, there is a giant glint of something different. A small glass phylactery sits conspicuously on its own. The air is unnaturally cold, dark shapes swirl around the slip of paper within the vial. Let's not. Because I feel like that might be another Revenant node. If anyone remembers, in the Brazilian forest, we came across a gravestone that we messed with, and then a Revenant popped out and kicked our ass.
What?
So
You're drunk, aren't you?
Hey, was that a question? Didn't sound like a question.
How in the Maker's name do you manage to be constantly drunk? Are we even carrying that much alcohol with us?
Jealous, huh?
A little, yes. Why can't I be drunk all the time? I never get to be drunk.
You know, if you drank more wine, you'd whine much less.
lovely. But yeah, anyone watching this, leave a comment down below and let me know if that's safe to interact with. And then I'll do the opposite of what you said, because comments, if
like
it's a
the
Revenant,
right
comments are
way
going to
out.
make me go talk to the Revenant.
Orton Tig. It won't be long now.
I know how you commenters are. Which way? Of course, now having said that, you're going to tell me it's completely safe to go interact with, and then I'm going to go not interact with it. Do I want to split off here, or do we just go this way? Oh, wait, no, Orton Tig. That's where we're going. Let's just head straight through. Signs? Signs say. Someone has scraped the words, Haramont is dust lover. The tradition of the plaque reads, our past is wrought with loss of might.
As you say.
Many mines, tags, and homes consumed by the horrors of endless war. Oh my god, why is that so short?
By the tits of my ancestors. Orton Tig. I never thought I'd see this place in the flesh. I can see Bronca all over this place. She always took chips from the walls at regular intervals when she was in a new tunnel. Checked their composition. If she was still here, though, she'd have sentries out by now. This was Carradin's home Tig. He was an Orton before he got raised to Paragon. Even stayed here when he could have had his own house. I guess he didn't want to move his people to Bunamar. The City of the Dead. Carradin built it to honor the Legion of the Dead, but it was more like a sodding mausoleum than anything. Of course, that was all before he built the anvil. After that, he was the city's pet genius until he angered the king and fell into disfavor. No, there was a Tig here. The Orton Tig. Bunamar is north and west of here. But that's not important. Or at least I hope it isn't. The City of the Dead is known as the Dead Trenches since the Darkspawn conquered it. Much of the Legion was destroyed when the fortress fell. Couldn't have said it better myself.
So, something I noticed real quick. The City of the Dead is north and west of here. Well, the only marker that we have north and west is this little golem section up here, which is where I thought we were going, in all honesty, considering that we were looking for the Void Anvil. So this dude is, or this person that this place is named after, the whatever the Carradins, is famous for building a giant mausoleum and then building a golem forge. The mausoleum is up to the north and west. I am making a blatant assumption that it's here, given that this is the only, like, mark that we have going on here. That's marked by a golem, which I was wondering how golems were made by dwarves, considering that they can't weave magic, and, the implication that I'm getting here is that the souls of the dead are being used to or being transferred into golems. Considering that the place is called the Legion of the Undead, or whatever it was, the Legion of the Dead. Which I guess would kind of make sense, considering how their long exposure to lyrium, they can't cast magic, but they would probably mean that their bodies are full of it. Which may, I don't know, make them malleable in terms of augmentations. So maybe it's even after they're dead, or shortly before their death, they could be transferred to a golem. Which is sort of off the wall, but I can't help notice that little connection happening right here. Which may also explain why Shale doesn't remember much. Maybe something happened in the transfer process, or maybe it's just been that long. Let's handle Alistair's level up real quick. But anyways, let's see if we can find Branka.
So tell me something. Do you feel pain when you get hit in combat?
This is when it squeals loudly and spurts blood about. This is when it feels pain.
Maybe. I've seen you take some bad hits. Don't you feel anything?
Anger, rage even, perhaps a little distress. Is this pain?
I'm not sure. I don't think I'd call it distress, exactly. It's more...
For me, it is more...
That sounds more like a bowel movement. I mean that sharp, stabbing... Like that?
No, nothing like that.
No? Huh. Good to know.
What the fuck, Alistair? What's happening here? Spiders and an ogre, lovely. Well, at least that's dead. And only one way forward. Well, I am overjoyed to see a trail of darkspawn corpses, although there are some living spiders left, but I guess that can't be helped. Hey guys, engage. Engage. Guys, engage. Thank you. It's like a pocket of lyrium, or I don't know, the blue particles are throwing me off. You're leading us to another ambush. I know. Oh, you're leading us into another ambush. That's fine. You kill that thing. We'll even help you kill it. That wasn't too bad. What else is happening? Oh, more darkspawn. Shale, what the fuck? What the hell's that? Ah! Passes off the bar real quick. You, what are you? Is that? Okay, that's a little bit concerning, because that looks very much like a werewolf. And one thing we haven't... Are you still alive? Okay. So that, whatever that was, the Alpha Shriek, looks a lot like a werewolf. Which I did notice, like, between like the Hurlocks and whatever the hell the other things are called, the Gorlocks, I don't know. One of them's very short, the other one's kind of tall. Yeah, it looks kind of like that. Other ones are like shorter, like that. And then the Shriek isn't here anymore, apparently, but they look like werewolves, which, being that we already know that, as far as the legend goes, the first Darkspawn were a bunch of mages that made their way into the Fade, into the Sea of the Maker, and was cursed for trespassing on holy ground, essentially. As far as the legend goes. So the first ones are based off of actual races, but you know, we're seeing what is essentially a corrupted dwarf, a corrupted human, and now a corrupted werewolf. So maybe, of course, maybe the creation myth of it is true and all, but maybe there's also the chance that this is more like a zombie thing, where people who get infected turn into Darkspawn, and it's not just limited to, you know, humans and dwarves, and you're leading me to somewhere I don't want to go. Which is a bit concerning, considering that we have taken into ourselves Darkspawn blood. And the fact that Grey Wardens come down here for the calling, you'd assume that the calling would be like, they come down here to fight. You know, maybe like have like an honorable, whatever, last hurrah. But what if, because they're talking about they start hearing voices, they start like going a bit insane because of the Darkspawn taint inside them over the years. What if it's them turning Darkspawn? Which also leads me to wonder, you know, it is a little bit curious that Duncan killed that guy when he started, I mean, it's not exactly curious. Hold on. I'm trying to get my thoughts straight. I'm under attack.
Shall be done.
I mean, you would assume that he killed the guy, you know, in order to present, because one of them took the blood and died. Oh, there's a golem. It's a big golem. Ah! Oh god, no. Oh god, no. Oh god, please no. Thank you, Shale, I guess. I don't think my blood mine is gonna work on it. Hey, can you get it off me? No, don't do that. Ow, that one holds. Can I paralyze you, or are you too strong? You're too strong, but you died anyways. Anyways, I had kind of assumed that guy's still alive. Is he? Or are we clear? I think we're clear. I assumed Duncan would have killed that guy that started freaking out after seeing the other guy fall to corruption. I don't know if he died. I don't remember exactly how it went down, but the guy that drank the blood and didn't pass, I think he died from drinking it. And then he killed the other guy. Assumedly, just like preserve the, you know, the secret of this is what the joining is. I might have to go rewatch that cutscene, because if he killed the guy that drank it first, like if he didn't just die on his own, that could be because he was about to turn Darkspawn in front of everyone. And that would be like the biggest secret to keep secret. But I'll have to watch that again. I think he just collapsed. I already came this way. Okay, that just looped around. I don't know, we'll see. I'm getting very tinfoil hatty up in here, but this is the part I love about lore games. Ruck, hello. Hello? Are you just gonna keep running?
There's nothing for you here. It's mine. I've claimed it. Clan? No. But it's still mine. Rock's been here for years now, and no shiny surfacer will take him away.
Bah. He's a bloody scavenger. Good as sodding gone.
Be gone, you! You'll bring the Dark Ones back, you will. They'll crunch your bones.
Word has it you can only survive down here by eating the Darkspawn dead.
It burns when it goes down. It burns! It's my claim, not yours. Crunch your bones!
Okay, that's interesting. So in all technicality, that dude is a Grey Warden. Oh, I just killed myself. Trying to use that spell. Oh, you're getting overpowered. Okay, this is a lot of bad happening at one time. That's not the one I wanted. Okay. How far back is that going to take me? You guys saw that, right? You guys heard that? I don't know, that makes me think that it's not just like a gameplay thing of, oh, let's reuse the werewolf model. To me, that means that's actually a werewolf. Shit. Shale again? Okay, so we're back through here. But anyways, really the only requirements as far as like the ritual of becoming a Grey Warden is to survive ingesting Darkspawn blood. And if you've been eating it, isn't that essentially have the same effect? Although we take only a little bit, this guy's been like straight up eating them, so he would be farther along than we are. Let's save here. Give everyone a second to get regened up. Bring them to order in the Shaper. Okay, well, we can do that. Let's talk to Dude Bro here.
It shall be done.
There's nothing for you here. It's mine. I've claimed it.
Guys, can you get him off me, please? Shale, that's not what I meant! Jesus. Anyway. Where should we go now? Let's see, we might have a bridge over this way we could take, or we could follow, what's his name? Let's see what happens to him.
Go away. This is mine. Only I gets to plunder its riches. No! No talking! You leave my territory! You won't take anything from Ruck? You won't take his shiny worms? Or pretty rocks? Oh. Ruck not mind that, maybe. Yes, Ruck's my name. I do not hear it much, so sometimes I like to speak it out loud. Ruck! 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 No filter. No mother! No warm blanket and stew and pillow and soft words! Ruck doesn't deserve good memories. No, 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 no! She did not know. Not what I did. I was very, 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 very angry, and then someone was dead, and they wanted to send Ruck to the mines. If I went to the mines, she would know. Everyone would know. So I came here instead. Once you eat, once you takes in the darkness, you not miss the light so much. You know, do you not? Ruck sees. Yes, he sees the darkness inside you. I means nothing by it.
That is a frightening thought, though.
When the Dark Ones were here, I kept to the shadows. They don't look in the shadows, not if you're quiet. Not if you eat their flesh. Then the Dark Ones think you're one of them. They leave you alone. But now they're gone. I think they went south. Far, far to the south. That is where the Dark Master calls them.
He's talking about the Archdemon, huh?
After the Dark Master awoke, he called his children and they all went. I wanted to go too and gaze upon his beauty. He stopped calling. I wish I could go see him, but Ruck, no, Ruck is a coward. Too long ago, I must think. 5 years? 6? Ruck no longer remembers the smells and sights of the city. I will answer your questions. Bits of things, but only bits. The crawlers took almost everything. They take things of steel and things of paper. They take the shinies and the words.
Paper and words. That sounds like someone was taking notes. Do you think Branka camped here?
They bring to the great nest, the nest they makes for the eggs. They puts the shinies inside, they do. Ruck has some things from the camp. Sometimes the webs. You give him shiny coins, no?
Okay, well, thank you, Ruck. I swear, Mortivold, I have ever seen the like. This elf fought like a man possessed. His strikes were light and did not echo on the stone of those like did not echo on the stone like those of our greatest. But the precision was that of a shaper carving a memory across the darkspawn. Damned if we didn't raise our glasses to him last eve and share stories of honored family. With a topsider. In the delirium glow, he looked no more out of place than any of us. It makes me think, of Cousin Baron. I wonder how he fares on the surface. I think if he sends another letter, I will read it. Ties of kin should be stronger than where we choose to do business. So talking about a elf that came down here was extremely versed in combat. I can only assume they're talking about another warden.
Looks like that bone picker is living in Branka's old camp. Did you see the marks on the floor? There were a lot of people and fires there once. Those must be Branka's papers he said were taken by the spiders. Nothing that fragile would be left from the tag.
Good point. So let's cross the bridge then. See if we can find the spider nest. Oh, of course, the golem. You're just gonna pat through? There's a couple golems. Crap, I didn't want to pull everyone. I don't want to pull everyone. Let's just take out the golem. There's a down golem over there. Oh, Jesus, hello. Oh, shale. I know she's only doing that because of the way I programmed her AI, but I also really like the idea that she does not care about the party. So I'm just going to keep that for RP purposes. I love it. Mystical Site of Power in a book.
I shall do it.
940, 45th day of the 5th year, year of the reign of King Valtor. I have done it. The visions of ancestor gave me have come to fruition. Today a man sat up from my forge, a man of living stone and steel. I called him Golem for the legend of those great statues animated by the dead. Yes! I was onto something! They are a future in our salvation. 940, 60th day, 50th year of the reign of King Valtor. It is a horrific process. Not every man could do such a thing and survive with his mind intact. I am honored that the ancestors believe I am the strength to bear the burden of the forge, of this burden to forge Orzamar's defenders. Nothing so great may be achieved without sacrifice, nor may stone and steel walk without spirit to animate them. I have asked for volunteers. Some few answered, men of the warrior caste, younger sons with no property, no chance for marriage. They want to defend Orzamar from the horrors, for the horrors these humans have unleashed. They want to live forever in a body stronger than the finest armor. They do not ask to speak with those who have gone before. I have put off saying this even in the pages, but I must say it now. My golems will be powered by their deaths. These brave warriors come to me naked as they were born. I dress them in skin of armor so large it makes the burliest look no more than a babe. The anvil, their first and final cradle. We are surrounded by a mile of earth on all sides. No one hears the screams as I pour molten lyrium through the eye holes, the mouth, every joint and chink in the armor. They silence quickly, but the smell lingers, just a trace of blood and the greater stench of hot metal. I must work fast. The armor is malleable now as I shape with hammer and tongs. It is not long before it moves beneath my hands, writhing and twisting with every blow. It speaks again now, a low moan, but I have learned to tune it out. I can afford no error in this craft. There can be no melted slag blinding the eyes, nor an unhewn bit of granite shackling the leg. They groan at my work, but would they rather be broken, crippled? Those I have spoken to tell me of the pain, but could they see themselves, they would see perfection. I am going to give myself a huge pat on the back for calling that. Lovely. So yeah, he is definitely using The Departed. Oh, should I not have done that? I shouldn't have done that. I should not have done that. Why did I do that? Hello? What did that do? Anyways, let's fight our way across this bridge. Okay, so they're not immune to corpse explosion. Interesting. Well, I guess that makes sense considering what's in their center. But, let's not talk about that. So from what I understood from those notes, though, someone has to be living in order to be made into a golem. So he's not just using stockpiled corpses, I don't think.
As you say.
But it does imply that he had knowledge of the, let's say, necromancy that would have gone into it. I know they can't practice magic, but let's just say that it's within that field of practice. It is suggested that he had, like, knowledge of, you know, the powers that the body, or the dwarven body has in order to sustain it. Or, like, the fortitude of their soul to withstand the process.
I shall do it.
Which, running the mausoleum, I don't know, maybe he could have... I don't know. Maybe he could have used deceased corpses in order to power his, in order to, like, reanimate them into golems. Or maybe that was, like, where he started, because he did start off making a mausoleum before the anvil. So that does suggest to me that he had some kind of a workflow, or like a process of learning this that would have started with tending to the dead. Corrupted spider, that's not good. I know this video is running a little bit long, but I don't want to stop. I always feel like I'm like 2 steps from the end. You're going up? Are you going to ambush me? Oh, I don't like this at all. Oh, I'm about to get hella ambushed. With an autosave, lovely. Speaking of 2 steps from the end, yeah, this oh, I'm gonna get hella surrounded here. Another emissary. And the emissaries here have been known to practice necromancy. That's not exactly a comforting sight. He's like, she takes the time out of fighting whoever she's fighting to throw a rock at Alistair. I love it. There's a cocoon over there. More fractured stone. Chest, chest, chest. Spider. Oh, that's not good. And it is interesting, we did just see a Darkspawn heal the spiders, and these are corrupted, so are these essentially, you know, Darkspawn spiders, and my theory about werewolf Darkspawn has credence. It's just anything that has a paint at them becomes one of them. Okay, Argon, I can't help you. I literally can't help you. I can't help myself either. Oh, I'm gonna die. Oh, I'm gonna die hard. Oh, this is all bad. Why don't you have health potions on your thing? Well, where's that? Alright, let's try this one again. Spider Queen. Alright, we got her. Nice. So anyways, we did see a bunch of spiders fighting the Shriek and the Ogre earlier, so they're not like natural buddies, but we are seeing Herlocks heal and like work with corrupted spiders, which I can only assume means that they're corrupted Darkspawn, because they would have been eating Darkspawn down here anyways, which means that they are now Darkspawn, right? Right? So the Darkspawn curse is taint is a lot worse than we thought it was. And apparently no one else seems to put 2 and 2 together, at least not that we've seen. Like even, what's his name? Avernus didn't seem to allude to anything to that. Let me handle Shell real quick. Okay. But that's a lot of implications that are pointing in that direction that no one else seems to have, made yet. Looks like someone's journal. The cover is battered and torn, but intact. As you leaf through it, the desiccated pages, the text catches your eye. We found evidence that the Anvil of Void was not built in the Ortaine Thake. We will go south to the Dead Trenches. The Anvil is somewhere beyond. My soldiers tell me I am mad that the Dead Trenches are crawling with Darkspawn, that we will surely die before we find the Anvil, if we find it. I leave this here in case they are right. If I die in the trenches, perhaps someone can yet walk past my course and retrieve the Anvil. For if it remains lost, so do we all. If we have not returned and Ogren yet lives, tell him no. What I have to say should be for his ears alone. Oh, tell him no. What I have to say should be for his ears alone. This is my farewell.
Bronca was thinking about me. I knew she still cared. Old softy. Looks like the Dead Trenches is our next stop then. They say the Darkspawn nest there. Whole herds of them. But if that's where Bronca went, then that's where I'm going.
Okay, well with that in mind, where even is out? We're gonna call the episode here. That's been a lot of story, a lot of theory crafting going on here. I'm loving it. I'm having a time of my life. We will continue into the Dead Trenches next time. My name has been Tojo. Remember to leave a like if you like, subscribe if you want to see more, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye-bye!